The Infinity includes an on-screen calculator. You'll touch the Machine Tools button and then touch the Calculator button and then go ahead and use your calculator. From time to time, Handi Quilter releases software updates for its machines. This enables you, as a user, to take advantage of the latest new capabilities added to the machine. When an update is released, download the update files to a USB drive using a computer that is connected to the internet. You'll install your USB drive into the front left side of the machine, then touch the Tools button on your display, then press the Update button, and if you're updating the display, you'll press the Display button, you'll select the version, which will be your latest version, Infinity 31, and this may be different as you update, as updates become available. And then do you want to install an update to this existing application? If you do, then you'll press the Install, and it'll take you back to this screen, and then from here you'll press the Infinity, and it'll take you back to your home screen. To install updates for the machine, you'll go ahead and press this button. To update your rear display, you'll find your display looks just like this with a plug here. You'll pull that out on the rear display, and then you will go ahead and attach your USB into this port. I'm going to press the Easy Touch Tension button, turn it on, and if my tension is too loose, then I definitely want to tighten it, and I have it up at 90 now, and you may find that there will be a certain thread that is at 90. Say a 40 weight cotton or a 40 weight polyester works at that 90 number, and so that'll work, but possibly it needs just a little bit of fine tuning. Maybe I need to go up to 100, or as I'm doing really fine-tuning it, maybe it'll be 1 to 2 numbers that I go up or down to get that perfect stitch. While the Easy Touch Tension button is highlighted, the plus and minus buttons on the handlebars can only be used for that function. Once I turn that off, then I can use my plus and minus to either change my needle speed per minute or my stitches per inch. So with the 3 presets that I've set, first thing you want to do is always test your bobbin tension. And with the drop test, or use a bobbin, some type of a bobbin gauge to test that bobbin tension so that that's correct. Some people run their bobbin tension a little tighter than others. And so your presets or your settings here on the Easy Touch Tension button, it may be different from one customer to another customer. So at this point, I would say 46 is a very loose thread, and that thread would be maybe a finicky thread, a very delicate thread, a 100 silk, or something that's very delicate to use. A 122, maybe something that's a really good workhorse thread, a heavy cotton or heavy polyester that that can take a little bit more tension. So once you've got that figured out for each thread, and you know what your bobbin tension works at, then you can go ahead and set your presets. You have 3 different threads that you're using, and you can set these as presets so that you can always go to that. But you still need to test that tension, check it on the side of your fabric to make sure that it's actually what you need it to be, because sometimes you still will have to adjust that depending on the batting that you're using, depending on the fabric that you're using. So you still always need to test your tension. I have found that just by using the plus and minus to adjust it, that 68 is great for this thread. And it might be a 50 weight polyester thread. Each quilter will find that it will be a different number for them. But for the thread that I have used, I found that 68 is a good tension for that thread. I want to go in and set it as one of my presets, and you can see right now that it's not any of those 3 presets. So I'm going to go into my settings, and I want to put it as my center one. So I'm going to go ahead and I can touch on that and touch in 68, type in 68 and done. So now if I go back to my home screen, that preset is there at 68%, or it's not actually a percent, it's a 68 variable for you. So let's go into our presets so you can see how to set those and what your capacity is. I'm going to go back to settings, and I'm going to set my highest number here. Right now it's at 122. I can go to 224. So it's kind of doubling that. I can go ahead 224. Now that is going to be a really tight tension compared to the 46, but there may be some threads that will take that. Now, what if I say, you know what, I want to go to 300. It won't allow me to go to 300. The capacity for the tightest is 224. I can go down to 1, but up to 224. So I've got that range between 1 and 224, and you will find the tension you need as you experiment through the tension numbers to get the exact tension to make the perfect stitch for your quilt. To clean the lint out of the Infinity machine, we recommend that you use canned air. So you don't want to use a brush because that will harm the thread cutter. So we're just going to go ahead and clean that out. It has a channel on the back there, so all of it will clean out. Place a drop of oil on the race of the hook with each bobbin change.